If you've done assignment 3, then you're familiar with Vertex form, which is written right here at the top of your screen. Now, for this section, I actually want you to take out a piece of paper and write down this equation, and then we're going to take some notes over what each part of the equation does to the actual graph. So go ahead and pause the video for a minute and write this down. Y equals a parentheses x minus h parentheses squared plus k. So hopefully you paused your video and wrote down that equation. Now we're going to take some notes. We already learned about that h and k are the vertex. So remember that h is also the axis of symmetry, and k is going to tell you the maximum or minimum. You put them together and you get the vertex. So we know that a, the number out front, when it's positive, your graph is going to be facing up, and if it's negative, your graph is going to be facing down. So go ahead and write that. What you may not also know is that a affects how wide the graph is. So if a is a really big number, you're actually going to have a skinny parabola. It's going to be very narrow. And if a is a fraction, it's going to be a much wider parabola. It's going to look like a fat parabola. H is a part of the vertex. So H is actually what moves the graph left or right. If H is positive, so if this says plus H, you actually are going to go to the left. And if H is a negative, so it's minus H, you're going to go to the right. So kind of like how I kept saying in the last video, change H, same idea. You would think minus H would go to the left, but you change it, remember? And so that means you're actually going to the right. If it said plus H, you usually think that plus would go to the right side, but change it, you now have a negative, you're going to the negative side actually. That can be confusing, but we're going to do some examples later where hopefully you start to see this. K then is also a part of the vertex, and K, when you add a number, it's going to move the graph up, and it's going to make the maximum or the minimum go up, and if you subtract K, it goes down, so that you keep K the same. If it goes up, you go positive, it goes up, negative, it goes down. Nothing fancy about that. So again, I've said this a couple times, change H, keep K. That should help you to remember what that vertex is going to be, and that can also help you to remember which direction you go. Left or right for H, up or down for K. Okay, that is the vertex. So now would be a great time to pause the video and write all of these things down on your piece of paper, because you're going to use this to help you to answer some questions for this assignment. So just like in assignment 3, I'm going to give you an equation, and you have to be able to tell me what A is and the direction it opens up or down, and what the vertex is. So A is 4, which means because it's a positive 4, it's going to be opening up. Our parabola will be looking like a smiley face. And the vertex is H comma K. So change H, that's a positive 3. Keep the sign of K, that's a positive 2. Now what we're going to add on to that is describing how the graph transforms. So a regular parabola, x squared, starts at 0, 0. If each one of these numbers in the equation moves the parabola in some way, and your job is to describe those movements. So we can see here, x squared is graphed, and it's just a regular u starting at 0, 0. Now if I add on all the parts of the equation, I'm going to see how it changes. So the 4 up front actually made it skinnier. When I do minus 3, notice that the graph moved over to the right 3. So you would think minus 3 goes to the negative side, but remember we change H, so it goes over to positive 3. And then if we add 2 onto the end, the graph now shifts up 2. It moves up 2 spaces. Okay, so we have a parabola that's facing upward, opens upwards, and it's skinnier because the number 4 is a bigger number. And the vertex is at positive 3, positive 2. So I'm going to describe my transformation. It opens up, I've already determined that, but the minus 3 means that it's going to shift right 3, and adding 2 on the end means that it's going to shift up 2. And that's how I would describe my transformation for that parabola. If I look back at my graph here, that is correct. It started at 0, 0, it shifted to the right 3, and shifted up 2. Shift just means moves. So let's work through another example here. So in this example, I labeled A, H, and K. A, there is no number there, so let's remember that means that there's an invisible 1 here. So A is positive 1, and if it's a positive, that means that it opens up. Graph is going to be facing up. The vertex is H, K. So H is 1, K is -2. I'm going to use that information to actually describe the transformation before I check it on a graph. Because remember, you guys don't have calculators at home, so unless you're using an online graphing calculator, you have to know how to do it without checking it on a calculator. So we know that H was 1, so that's going to move it left or right. And because when you change H, you get a positive 1, you're going to the right with the positive numbers. So it shifts right 1. And then here, K determines whether it goes up or down. You should have had that written down in your notes. So because K is a -2, that means it's going to shift down towards the negatives. So shift down. Oh, no, just shift down 2. So let's check that we were correct on our graph here. This is how the quadratic starts out, the parent function x squared. If I did -1 and then -2, notice that the graph is still facing upwards, so that was correct. We went over 1 and down 2. So it shifted to the right 1 and down 2, so that was our transformation for that equation. All right, let's try one more here. Hopefully by this one you guys are starting to understand what I'm looking for. So A is -2, H, K. So for H we have +3. Remember, we got to change that now to a -3. K is a -1. I need to keep that a -1. Because A was a negative, that means that it's going to open down. And my vertex is -3, -1. So let's remember, H determines whether it moves left or right. K determines whether it moves up or down. Because H is in -3, that means I'm going to shift towards the negative direction. So shift to the left 3 spaces. And then because K is -1, negatives are down on the y-axis, so I'm going to go down 1. So let me go ahead and describe that transformation. Shift left 3, shift down 1. All right, and as always, let's go ahead and check that. So our original function starts at 0, 0. What happens when we put a -2 out front? It flips it upside down. So we said that it would be facing down. That's correct. What happens when we add 3? Oops, add 3. It now moved from 0 over to -3. We changed it to a -3, so that's correct. And then we have to do -1. And the graph now moved down 1 space. Okay, so it shifted over 3, down 1, and it's facing down. Those are my transformations that occur because of this equation. So your job for this assignment is that given an equation, you're going to be able to describe what the graph looks like. So based off of A, you'll be able to tell me, is the graph facing up or is it facing down? Based off of H and K, you're going to be able to tell me, is the graph moved to the left or is it moved to the right? Is it moved up or is it moved down? So go ahead and go on to step number 2 for the assignment, and this would be a great place to ask me questions if you're not sure how to complete step number 2. Good luck.